right. We're doing it.
Awesome.
Okay.
Get my thing set up here real quick. I think I'm good.
I'm going to do the same thing. So for those of you that are already in with us, hello. Just give us a minute to get everything set up the way we need it, and we will get started. And if you're going to be tying with us today, which I hope you do, we're going to be making a geode. Where's my account? There it is. Okay. So get
my paper a little bit.
I'm going to rely on this one to hear what we're doing. All right. Okay. I'm in. Are you in, Scott? Where'd you go?
I believe so.
Okay.
Do you see me? Kelly, can you see me? Where's YouTube at?
Should practice this before I started, but oh well. Okay, let's see. I want it to be less of the floor and more of the table. I think I'm making it worse. Is there a delay? There's a delay. Oh no, I maybe made it too far. Okay. No. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to start today with, I have this special package that arrived in the mail from a Rad Dyes, and I'm so excited.
Who's that?
I don't know. Who is that? Why don't you tell us who that is?
Rad Dyes from Parkersburg, West Virginia. That would be me.
Double bagged. Oh my gosh. Save a bag. Right in it. Okay, let's see. I'm so excited. Oh, hello. Oh my God. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love his work too. Washable markers. Thank you, you guys.
Yeah, how you like that?
I love that. I don't have the fine tip.
I've seen that you've needed some washable markers, and I have like 4 or 5 packs sitting around, so I went ahead and sent you one.
Oh, wow. That is absolutely gorgeous. So this is Strawberry Skies, right? From Happy Cat Tiedye.
That's right.
And Scott Walker made this shirt for me. I'm a lucky girl today. I love it. Thank you so much. Absolutely stunning.
I love one.
Do you have this color yet?
No.
You need to get this color. Oh my God. Thank you.
You're more than welcome.
I absolutely love it. Oh my God. I know. It's absolutely phenomenal.
It's like he's on point. Just
no. This is what we're striving to get to, right? So I have a very special announcement. We have a special guest with us today. We have Brigette Booker in the house. She's going to be teaching us how she ties up her geodes, and I'm super excited to have you. So welcome, Brigette.
Hi, everybody.
Woohoo! So we're going to start, though, by getting our sinew puller filled up so she can tie up this geode. And I'm just going to do it real quick because I know how to do it.
I need to do the same, actually.
Well, okay, do it. Because I know how to work my drill, and I can just do it real quick. So you can find the sinew puller and matching caddy set from boredomwithjen.com. Jen and John make these amazing caddy sets, and they're awesome. So watch how quickly it goes.
Once you've used it a time or two, it stays kind of waxy for you. So you don't have to tie off or anything. You can just wrap it up there for a second, get it going. I have my drill right here, which
nice
you can use the opposite end of a Phillips head, so you can actually use that and just use the opposite end. Fits it. Like
so
perfect.
yeah, if you don't, if you have some strange screw, I just happen to use the screw end. It works. You put it right in there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I could turn it around, and then here we go.
Easy peasy. It's that easy.
That should be enough. If not, we can just do it again. But that's it. That's all it takes. And we are ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to step out of the way, and Bridget's going to get over here and get to work.
Good afternoon or good evening or hi everybody out there in BelladonnaDyes and Oregon, California. Scott, everybody's the best out there. This is my first time, so please bear with me. I'm going to do a geode, and the things that I've learned for the past couple of years from Stephanie is first to make sure that you have it all laid out and flat. Sometimes people normally go inside out. It all depends on what you're actually trying to make your design. But I normally just keep it the same way instead of inside out. I just do it like this. And what I've learned is to just look at it and just pick a spot where you're going to start your first geode. Okay. And yes, everybody's going to say, how do I do geodes with my nails? I've learned. So bear with me. So I'm just going to pick up right here. And some people normally start from the bottom. Some people start from the top. It all depends on what you do. And every geode is different. So.
Okay. Now, I have a question for you. Did you soak it in soda ash?
Yes, it's been soaked in soda ash. Yes, it was soaked in soda ash and spun out in the Panda spin dryer. Okay. Till it's fairly damp. Right.
Okay. Well, I did the same, actually.
Okay. So I'm here, and I've never used purple sinew Isn't that
before.
Awesome?
This is different because I'm normally using the brown one over from Dharma Trading Company. But I need to see about getting this purple.
Yeah, the link for the sinew is down below in the description box. I got it from Amazon. Okay. So comes in lots of different colors, but you know, purple's my thing. So
I normally go 3 times, and then I pull until I feel a little pinch. But then I'm going to do it 3 more times to make sure that no color goes through or it doesn't bleed through to the next color.
Okay.
And the best
can I ask you another question?
Yes, sir.
I can't really see you right now. So are you grabbing both sides of the shirt? Like, are you gathering both the front and the back at the same time? Or are you going to do one side at a time?
I grab the front and the back.
Okay.
This is what I'm doing. And like I said, there's no, I mean, if you have a design that you can think of, but I don't, I just start grabbing. I just look at the shirt and say, all right, we're just going to start from here and then start tying up. And there's one person, her name is Angie. Is it okay if I say her name is Angie? She likes to do the organic type geodes to where they really look authentic instead of making like small, large. She just does random to where she might, twist it and just go around a few times and then twist and pull. And then, like I said, I do it like 6 times, but you don't want to do it too tight. One, because you can break it and then hit your chest. And I've done that several times to where I'm like, okay, let's just back off. And I just run with it. Depends on, like I said, what I want to do. And I'm just going to tie this up 3 times and then go another 3 times.
So Scott, why don't you just grab anywhere on the shirt, go grab the bottom right of the shirt and just Yeah, and there you go. Cinch that up and start randomly tying.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm completely new at this. I've only done it one time, and I didn't even get done renting it, and I just did away with it.
And we just had technical difficulty, so you can just now see.
Yeah, okay. I can just now see what's going on. So.
Oh, good, Kelly, you're there.
I'm behind you just a minute.
But you're fine. See, there you go. Now scoop that up and start tying.
Okay.
Okay.
We have a delay, so he can't see you live, and we can't see him live. But you're on it now. Just start wrapping.
Okay.
You got it. So he starts at the bottom. And down at the bottom of his geode.
Right. And just start going around.
So you say you wrapped it a couple, 2 or 3 times. You might go over it again.
Yes, and then I do it 3 more times.
Okay.
And like Stephanie said, you can go as far up as you like. And I just start going different sizes.
Okay.
Different, geodes. And I try to keep them together so they won't look wonky.
Okay.
And see, I just felt that little tug, and then I'll do another 3 more times.
Okay.
Stephanie has a best friend, by the way. Her name is Ginger.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought I heard a little puppy dog walking around.
Ginger's in town. And so you just want to just continue to go as far up as you like. And then if you want to stop at a certain spot. I like this.
Do kind of different thicknesses of the, don't just keep going up 1 inch, go up like an inch, and then maybe go up 5/8 of an inch the next time, like alternate your.
Right, the sizes.
Okay, alternate your sizes of your geode. Gotcha. Okay.
So they're asking again, did you pick up just the front of the shirt or the front and the back together?
I picked up the front and the back together.
Okay.
And then I just grab and go around 3 times. Excuse the noise. I have my bracelets on, but it's okay.
Fine. No, Lynette, we have not yet. After we get done tying and adding the dye, we'll be doing the reveal and the giveaway. So stay with us.
So if you want to stop here and then grab another side, you can do that. And then I think I'm going to do that just to show how this is going to look. I've learned how to do a long, like 1 long geode, 5 geodes, to where, like crab legs. And you want to pick up another area.
Okay.
I just pick as I go. And then I just grab. And so this is going to be a smaller geode. I'm going to just do the same. And towards the end, I'm going to cut my sinew so it won't get all in the way.
Okay.
So I just felt that little click there. Then you want to wrap it 3 more times. Really get a good tie. So like I said, you don't want the color to bleed through to the next color. I mean, to the next little nodule geode, however we're going to call it.
So Leanne, the issue of when you get to the center where all the geodes come together and it can be thick, we haven't quite got enough geodes on to really address that part yet. So let's let them tie for a little bit, and then as we start to get that center portion, maybe we can point it out and discuss that. So let's see, we got Amanda in the house, Susie, Rick. Hi, Kelly. Thank you for being here with us. Tammy, Trent is here. Jennifer. Let's see. We got 41 people in the room right now. That's awesome.
I'm pretty far behind.
Anybody have any questions about what Bridget's doing right now? Bridget and Scott, what they're doing? Any questions about how to make geodes? You can keep those scissors next to you if you'd like. It might make it easier for you.
And I just start grabbing.
Hi, Scotty. Scotty Thompson's in the house.
Oh, Scotty
Start grabbing. Because there's no wrong way of tie-dyeing.
Nope, there is no wrong way.
It's just have fun, turn on your music, and go. And I have a gut feeling when I get back home, I know what I'm going to be doing.
Gee, you think you'll be tie-dyeing?
Yes. Apologize, everybody. I've been sort of on a hiatus, but had a chance to visit with my son and my grandkids. They're in Kentucky. Then I came home. I was a little sick. And then I called my cousin here in Washington State, and I said, I need another trip. And then lo and behold, I sort of reached out to Stephanie, and then next thing you know, I'm back to tie-dyeing. So guess what? I'm going to be doing a lot of tie-dyeing when I get home.
There you go.
Once you put it down, I mean, once you get back up on that bicycle, it's nonstop.
Yeah, I need to get back up on the bike. So Susie 1955 has most of the tie-dye supplies, but just can't seem to start yet. Well, Susie, I say just jump in, feet first. Have fun with it. Once you get started, you're going to love it.
It's therapeutic.
It's
therapeutic. And you can reach out to everybody on the threads and ask questions.
Yeah. If you're not a member of our group, the link is down below in the description box. It's Belladonna Dyes Community Tie-Dye Group. I definitely recommend that you join. My group is a learning group. We're there to support one another. Don't be embarrassed to ask questions, because that's how we learn. And everybody's really nice there. You're doing awesome, Scott. It's looking like a geode. Yes, Amanda, I agree. Ice dyeing is easier than liquid.
You get more.
Well, I think it just looks prettier.
It's just everything it flows better. Even though some people don't like shiitake.
No, I just don't like shiitake. I cannot get it to work for me. Look, I admire everybody else's shiitake, but when I make it, I just, I think we all have that one color that just does not work for us.
I can't get hot pink. I can't do the pinks. The pinks, when I do the ice dyeing, it just doesn't stick. And I think even if I try to put more on, it doesn't do right for me.
You're not alone. Hot pink is not good for ice dyeing. It kind of just disappears. That and robin's egg blue. Yeah. Not great for ice dyeing.
So what I'm going to do here, I can make another geode, or I'm just going to go ahead and just pull this right here, pull this one right here, and then pull this one right here, and just make, just like I said, I just geode up. I just do it.
Yep. The more random, the better.
Sorry for being quiet. I'm kind of concentrating here. I'm really new at this. I'm more of a folding kind of guy, but
you're doing great.
Hopefully it turns out good and I end up really enjoying it.
Well, I agree. I
do more of it. That's for sure.
Whatever you do, do not throw it away.
No.
See it through to the end, because it can be salvaged. I have a over-dye pile touching the ceiling. I'll get to them one day. Yeah, you're my buddy. I like you lots.
Okay, guys, sorry, but I can't watch. It keeps kicking him off when I try to get on, so I'm just going to have to watch him.
Are you on a separate account?
Yeah, I've tried everything and it's been going crazy. So I'm just going to bow out and.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you're there. I appreciate you
can watch this.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. I can see Scott's, but I can't.
Can you see mine?
No, it kicks her out when she tries to get in. Yeah, Teresa, what is your oh, you want me to post? Well, okay. So Teresa wants to know what supplies are going to be needed for the projects in the future. Sure, I mean, not a problem. I mean, you're always going to want a t-shirt, you know, or whatever. I mean,
start with t-shirts. Start with t-shirts,
and then
if you're starting brand new, yeah, go to Goodwill and just buy some t-shirts there until you really get that comfort zone to where you want to go in and buy Gildan's or Hanes shirts like that to where you're like, okay, I got this down.
That's a really great tip. The Goodwill has a bunch of 100% cotton items for cheap. And if you wreck them, doesn't matter because you only paid a couple of bucks for it. And, you know, it's a good learning curve that way.
Scott is struggling over here, y'all.
Well, Scott, you're doing great. Just Kelly, help him. You're the geode queen.
There you go. Geode queen, East Coast.
Yep, yeah, there you go, Scott. Just grab it up and start tying. That's all. That's exactly what Bridget's doing.
I just grab and go.
And she does not make a slip knot. She just wraps it around a few times, and once it catches, once it catches on itself, then so wrap it 3 times, pull it tight, wrap it around a few more times, pull it even tighter, wrap it around a few more times, move on.
And Scott, guess what? I'm using my nails. I just got my nails done yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fabulous. Purple glitter, like hello.
In the beginning was different for me, but it's just second nature. And then I'm going to tie it like this. Just tie it down. I mean, just however you want to do it. I just go for it.
Yeah, Rebecca says, Scott, it's the randomness of the geodes that throws you off. And I agree.
It is.
It is because you're very meticulous, which is good. I mean, that's a perfect way to be for pleating a shirt. But when it comes to the geode, the more random, the better.
Okay.
And it's your first one. So like we've been discussing, you know, once you get this one done, you'll know what you're going to do differently next time.
Right. Yeah. Okay, Kelly's turn.
You going to get up in there, Kelly?
This is going to be a collab.
He needs a sack.
Good.
Bridget, you got him sweating over here.
I'm sorry.
Go take a 5-minute break, Scott.
I'm going to stand here and watch.
Well, I mean, but you know, off camera, take a 5-minute break.
Yeah. Just walk away.
We don't have smell-o-vision, so go for it.
Yeah, you just got to hit, once you get, you know, around, you just got to hear that click sound. And it's nice and tight.
Yep, when the sinew catches on itself. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can feel it.
Now I can see what you guys are doing. I love that sinew puller you have there.
Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah, I love that sinew puller too. So, Scott, when you left, did you like tap out like a casino card dealer there?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I just saw you clear your hands. I bet you guys don't know this. I used to be a blackjack dealer at the casino here local.
Really?
That's right.
Wow. Jack of all trades. Yeah, there you clearing your hands, showing the cameras you're not smuggling any chips into your pocket.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, now we're watching Kelly go.
I did get some random stuff going on in there. Might turn out better than what I think.
I think you did great, Scott. I mean, it looks like a geode tie to me. And the difference between your shirt and Bridget's shirt, Bridget's making her geodes larger. Like they're further apart than yours. Yours are closer together, which there's no right or wrong to it. The only difference is it's going to take you longer to tie yours than hers because they're, closer together.
Now, what about saturation? Will she get, is she liable to get a better saturation than I am?
Probably. It'll probably
with
saturate.
The white.
Yeah.
Do you think mine will show white? Like a lot more white since they're closer together?
It's not that it's necessarily going to be more white, but your geodes are tighter because they're closer together. So, you're going to have to watch your saturation, meaning you're going to probably need to flip it, add more dye, add more ice, just really make sure that you got the dye in there. Right. And then Kelly, next time you get down to the end, will you explain what you did on your end, please?
Oh, my slip knot. I just cut it when I got to the end of my nub. Here, I'll start over.
So no, not your slip knot. Like when you get down to the end, how you push the fabric in and made like two little geodes at the end.
Because I'm gonna make.
Yeah, I just kind of split it to make a.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna do.
So it just kind of sends it in two different directions.
Exactly.
Yep. Perfect. So when you get to that point,
share that when you get to the end.
Okay, I'll do another one here and explain a little bit. Sorry, I'm a total noob to this.
No, you're totally fine. It's just I'm watching both of you, and I was talking, and but I want you to be able to explain. And now, and see how Bridget, she's just adding more geodes, more and more. She's just taking every little bit of fabric there and finding a geode out of it and wrapping it up. That's all.
That's all you do.
The more random, the better. And yes, Rebecca, you can use liquid as well. But for me personally, I prefer to ice dye my geodes for the variation in the dye.
How are you guys doing on Sanu? You getting low?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I didn't put very much on Kelly's. But I have a spare one here that she'll be able to just pick up.
All right, so I'm on a sleeve, and I'm going to do what I just did, where I'll take, pull it out, and then kind of separate that into two different parts, and then tie those separately, and it just adds a little bit of dimension.
Yep.
So just start on one side.
That's a great tip, Kelly.
And then you can even, if you want to get super fancy, if you want to get down to the end, you can even separate it again.
Careful, you're getting awfully low there. Punch yourself in the gut.
Let's see. Janica, I don't think so. The question is, my geodes always point in all directions. Any tip on making them flat for easier application of dye so the geodes don't stick up while still making them random? I would say not really. I think as you're tying, they just go all over the place. But
and if you want, I've used silicone molds just to
like place hold,
to keep them down.
So no, I have not found a method to tie them so that they're flat per se. You can kind of manipulate your geodes and push them around a little bit and try to get them flat. But unfortunately, they just, like this particular geode tie, they go in all crazy directions.
You caught me all caught up.
And if you're late, if you're joining us late, when we're finished here, this video will turn in, this live will turn into a video. So if there's any parts that you did miss or you have to leave early, you are able to rewatch it if you need to. Kathy says, I have used rubber band and taken 3 and gather them together. Yes, that's a great tip. I also will band mine together if I have to. I have several tutorials on dyeing geodes, and you can see me do all kinds of different things to make it work. We're McDivers, so we make stuff happen.
Yes.
I love that term, McDivers. That's
McDivers.
good.
I don't know. Somebody said it to me. I can't take credit for it, but somebody said, like, I said to somebody, like, oh, way to MacGyver that. And somebody responded, no, way to McDiver that. And I'm like, oh, I got to use that. And it stuck.
McDiver. I love that.
Yeah, I asked Scott if he wanted to.
Oh, Scott, it's so simple.
Well, thank you, Kelly. I'm glad to have you. I'm really appreciative that you're taking over, and
thank you, Kelly.
I'll do the last one.
How you doing, Bridget?
I'm almost done. I'm doing great. Like I said, I learned from Stephanie. There's times when I just want to watch TV and just start tying it up while watching television.
yeah,
because it's cold in my garage. Super cold.
that's my new favorite thing to do, is to turn on Netflix and chill or whatever, or a movie, and just tie up while I'm watching a movie. Then I don't have to sit at the table or stand and break my back. And they're so much more fun while you're watching a movie. Let's see here.
I'm gonna fold this last one.
Yep, Bridget's cruising right along. She's on her last one. Kelly's and right behind her though. Kelly's almost done. What do you got there, Kelly? Maybe 2 more to go. 1 more.
Yeah.
1 big one. 2, maybe 3.
2 or 2 and maybe a split one. 1 and a split.
Amanda says, my dye table is in front of my sofa and TV. Well, you're lucky. I'd probably tie-dye a lot more if I could see the television.
And if you want, you can tie this area around if you like, which I normally do, just to get another cool looking geode here in the middle.
Yeah.
So it won't be all, it's up to you, your discretion. I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, go for it.
Just like I said, it's just like a crab legs.
Yeah.
That's all you got. Then this is the big piece of it.
That sounds good.
Oh, her husband makes some bomb. What was it? Gumbo. Oh,
yummy.
I'm flying back out here for 2024.
2024?
Yes, just to get some gumbo.
Just for the gumbo.
Yes, just for the gumbo.
It's that good.
Okay, guys, don't judge me. I'm used to doing sweatshirts.
What?
I said, don't anybody judge me. I'm used to doing sweatshirts.
See, she does sweatshirts. I do t-shirts and long sleeve t-shirts. And
nobody's judging you, Kelly.
No judging.
And
Kelly.
you know what? If you can tie up a sweatshirt geode,
you are the queen.
Yeah, because that's way harder than doing a t-shirt, I think.
Well, it's what I learned on, and so now when I do a t-shirt, it just feels weird and it doesn't feel right. I learned on sweatshirt.
Okay.
I even posted it. It was like my triple first. It was like my first geode, first like gravity. I don't know. It was 3 things that I was doing first on.
Be all right. I'm sorry, Kelly. Say. All right. So, Bridget, how do you want to dye yours up? What do you want to use? I'm going to put you down for a second, honey bunnies. Here, share her. Put her on the table. Show off this beauty.
Here is the one and only Ginger, my travel companion.
Look at that little face. Look at his face.
She's been to Kentucky. This is her first time going to Oregon and Washington, the Bay Area. And she just travels. She doesn't have any tie-dye on today because it's really cold. So if I can find some hoodies that I can start tie-dyeing for her, that's what I will do.
Take another one?
Sure. So, that would be fun.
Yeah, so she's a good baby. I will call her Benedict Arnold, though, because as soon as she got here, she started following Stephanie like, oh, I like Stephanie. Yeah. Yeah, she forgot about me. You want to go see Stephanie? Go on. Go on. There you go.
Scott's asking me what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm at with you guys, but when I get done, I just kind of tie up the middle parts that are
just
incorporated.
Just tie it like it's its own geode, because that's what I do.
Right. So he just asked me what I was doing, and I told him.
Oh, you're doing awesome.
So the lime is cold. I just put these in when you got here, so they're not as cold. Yeah, we go for it. Yeah, those are some cool. Yeah, it might be a little warm on you.
All right.
Okay, I've got Scott caught up.
Okay.
So I'm going to
when Stephanie comes back, do the dot. Okay, so Scott's caught up.
Okay, all right. So everybody's got their Kelly is on point.
We got our crab leg.
All right, bye everybody.
Hey, thanks.
Oh,
Kelly.
thank you, Kelly.
Thanks
for stepping in. Scott, you practice, and next time
I did a great job on that.
You did awesome, and I'm just saying, you practice a little bit, and you'll feel confident next time. Okay, so
that's right.
Scott, you're doing the over the sink strainer for yours, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
you think I should just do?
How do you do your dye? Do you rack dye yours with the?
It depends. Sometimes I'll use the cake molds and just to like divide them.
Rack dye it.
Yeah.
Or
I do it like this.
Okay. Well, let me get you what you need
with the cake molds. Oh, hers are so nice and pretty. You know, I gotta see now. I gotta get home. I gotta get home, people. Okay, gotta get home. These are cake molds, and I found these on Amazon.
Cleaner looking one.
And Stephanie, do you have this? This is on your.
Yeah. So the links are down below. All the supplies you see are in the description box down below. Except for the dollar store foil pans, that's the dollar store. My favorite hangout.
It's the $1.25 general store now.
Oh, I know. And you know what? It adds. So I mean,
yeah, dollar. Yeah,
that extra quarter.
That extra quarter. So I'm just basically wrapping mine around. So when I do add my colors, they won't incorporate. They won't hit each other with the colors I'm going to use.
Do you want clothespins?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Oh,
I got it all.
She has it all.
I got too much.
No, you don't. She's the best. She's the Belladonna Dyes. This is the best place to learn. The best place to learn. I kid you not. because I was like, I was scratching my head when I was watching Miss Stephanie in the very, very beginning. I'm like, how did she do that? Wait, let me slow down. Okay, we're going to get this. And, she said, stick with something in the beginning until you get it. And then once you master that, go to your next project. Or if you like doing a certain way, stick with it.
That's right.
And she's a lefty and I'm a righty. And I had to rewind a couple of her videos. I'm like, how did she fold this and tie it around? And I'm like, okay, however she got it, I got it the first time and it came out. So yeah, she's a very great instructor, patient. I love this group. I love this group.
I'm happy that I've been able to inspire and teach people how to dye. Scott's already got his ice on there. And Scott, what colors are you? Oh, tell us, Scott, explain your process a little bit here, what you just did.
I put my geode in an over the sink strainer. And so I've added ice up to the top. And I'm just going to use one color. I've had this stormy sky for, I don't know, probably a month. And I just finished the last of it. So I'm going to get into a new container and see. All my containers have been different colors. They produce different colors. If you go back on some of the earlier stuff that I was doing with just stormy sky, it split in colors where a lot of people were saying, I'd like to know the lot that you're using because I'm not getting those colors.
Yeah.
And so then my second pound it was throwing different colors than the first. So I'm anxious to get into this stormy sky and see what kind of colors I'm going to get out of it. I have a feeling it's probably going to be different again.
And I really do wish that they had better quality control. All dye companies. I've heard that even it depends on like which corner of the vat they're pulling from. I mean, it could be different colors within just one mixing. So I'm trying to find my spoons from Jen, but I am not finding them. So are you okay with just plastic spoons?
Oh, sure, by all means.
You want pink ones?
Whatever you have.
I want pink spoons.
Just like that.
And then I got longer spoons too. Okay. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to put my PPE on because that's just how I like to do it. So if you don't hear me for a minute, that's why, because
all I have is mediums.
Oh,
I'd rather use it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so Scott is wearing his protective gear, which is smart.
Mask.
Yeah, mask up. We have not in the past because we're talking, but I can do the talking. Do you want to put your mask on?
I'll let you talk.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, what I normally do, because I don't want to ruin this is me. Mm-hmm. I normally put something underneath your table, my table.
Oops, sorry.
Like a pee pad or, there we go.
Yep.
I don't want to ruin your table. There we go.
Okay, so Bridget's going to get her mask on. And so Bridget is going to be using Dharma dyes today. Dharma Trading Company. You guys can look up on the internet. I do have links, so I'll take you right to them. And so Scott's using the dye over ice method. So he put the ice down on top of his project and is going to be sprinkling. He's going to be sprinkling pretty heavy-handed because he's got to get through all of those tight nubs. Bridget's doing the dye under ice method. Do you need a marker or anything to mark out, or do you just go for it?
I go for it, but if you want to show them
I want
what these look like, because your swatches.
I don't want to try this.
Okay.
And you show your technique. So however you do it, this is how you do it. So she's going to be doing the dye under ice technique, and she's just going to start off with.
I'll start with deep space, and I know some people like to put dots on their geodes in terms of what colors they want to start with, And I just, just start with deep space, and then I just interchange the colors because I don't want a purple next to another purple. That's why I love, love, love Mermaid Dream and New Emerald Green. So I'm going to start with deep space and just put it in random areas. And then from there, I'm going to do the Emerald Green, the Nightshade, and then Mermaid's Dream.
Now, is it easier for you to have them on this side, that side? It just make yourself comfortable. Put your dyes wherever it's easiest for you. You said you're right-handed. I'm left-handed, so it's all backwards. Scott is also left-handed.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you're outnumbered.
So I'm just, like I said, in terms of how much dye I place, it all depends on what I put down.
So this is my favorite part. Now it's time for the fun part. We get to add the dye.
Yes.
And what Scott's doing right now is he is doing a quick little sprinkle of soda ash for good measure.
That's right.
And everybody does it different in terms of how they place their dye.
Trent is saying that your camera froze. How much dye did you use? About 3 spoons. I haven't been able to get those colors to work well. Your colors have been great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Scott, can you hear me?
I can.
Oh.
Did you hear? Were you talking to me?
Yeah, Trent asked you a question.
Oh, like me?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, Trent says your camera froze. So how much dye did you use? About 3 spoons. I haven't been able to get those colors to work well. Your colors have been great.
Yeah, I used. I think I used 3 spoonfuls, but they weren't even quite full spoonfuls. They were, so I probably used a total of 2 spoons.
Okay.
2 spoonfuls over ice. But if he's talking about like my other work, then I don't know. But
I think he's referring to this. He said, "Okay, thanks." So I think that answered it.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. I just saw another question. Oh, wait! You let that stormy sky sit for a month? I must have missed. I missed that. Who let their stormy skies sit for a month?
Whoa.
I don't. What do you mean?
You did.
I already had an open container, a partial container, and I wasn't finished with it. So, you know what I mean?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I have most of the dye that I have out here in my room's been around here for a couple of years.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, I have a ton of dye. Like I have them all. So, I mean, I can't, you can only use so much.
Yep.
And you know your go-to colors.
Yeah.
You know your go-tos. I have the 1 pounds of Nightshade, Mermaid Dream.
If you guys can see specks of color down underneath. So that's the good thing about these colors that split. You're lagging behind me just a little bit, but you'll be able to see it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
There's like alpine blue, oxblood, red, yellows, oranges, pinks. I mean, it's every color in that stuff.
Oops, sorry. Yeah, Stormy Sky is absolutely gorgeous. And did you mention that that's from ProChem?
This is from Pro Chemical and Dye. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Bridget, we have a question. Leanne is asking,
yes,
how do you make the middle area saturated with pigment?
I put an extra color down. So this is how much I normally use, and it's just I eye it. But say this area right here, which is really thick, I'm going to put just some extra dye down here in this middle area.
Yeah. And I do the same.
Yeah.
So I add just a little bit of a heavier hand down in the center. Yeah. And then I watch it. I mean, if I need to flip it over or if I need to add more dye, you know, I keep working on the geodes until I feel like they're saturated. Once I feel like I have done all I can do, then I set them off to batch.
Yeah. And see, I just pat this area down. And Stephanie has excellent light in this room.
Yeah, that ring light.
Yeah,
it's a
this
big
light
one.
is a gem.
It's helpful.
Yeah.
And then PW, is there a shelf life for dyes? Well, from my personal experience, I'm going to say powdered dye in the jar, if it's kept in regular temperatures and, you know, dry. I'm going to say no, because I have dyes that were gifted to me from 2010 and they make beautiful shirts just the same. So powdered dye, I think it stays the same. And Scott and Bridget probably haven't had experience with dye that old. So
no, I have not. Dyes that I've never even heard of. I'm like, what color is that? Where's that from?
Mm-hmm. So I hope that answers that question. And then as far as liquid dye goes, yes, it does have a shelf life. So when you mix it, I'd say it stays pretty good for a couple of weeks in normal temperatures, but it does start to become a more pastel color as it sits. If you choose to mix your dye with soda ash, it is null after 48 hours. Yeah. Hey, Scott.
Yeah.
You got another shirt? You should just do a scrunch while Bridget's adding her dye. Can you fit? Yeah. Can you fit 2 in that container?
I can.
My bins are big enough, so I can use 2 of the over the sink strainers in one tote.
Could you give me that red, tiny, the red strainer over there?
So Bridget, are you being really random with your dye, or are you like counting out your
I'm random.
nodes?
I'm random.
That's the fun part with geodes, you guys. The more random, the better. There is absolutely no right or wrong. Mm-hmm. Any color combination works. Scott's doing the single color ice dye. It's going to be gorgeous. Just pick your favorite colors. You know, the weirder the better. You know, strange color combinations to have a way of working out with geodes. Let's see. Marissa, did y'all see my paw print story? I don't know if I did or not. Bridget, Scott, did you see Marissa Edwards' paw print story?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't think I did. Yeah, Rebecca, that's a really good idea. And muck dye a scrunch underneath the baskets. Yeah, you could certainly do that too.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, like Scott, if you had a spiral ready to roll, you could throw one underneath there for a twofer.
Yep.
With Bridget's, well, I mean, I guess we could if we had something tied up. Mm-hmm. She could put it down in the bottom as a muck dye. Yeah. But with this particular setup the way it is, we're not going to be doing that today. I don't have anything tied and ready to go. Do we ever use the microwave? Yes.
Heck yeah.
Yep, we do use the microwave.
Yes, ma'am.
I have videos on that as well.
I did just a couple of days ago.
Yep, if you're in a rush, you need to get a project done real quick, putting it in the microwave for 2 minutes in a sealed up container works. Let's see. Tried to make a paw print tie-dye jumper and the 2 toes in the middle merged. Did I see that, Marissa? I mean, that kind of sounds familiar. Is it the one where, well, I feel like I did see it and made a comment about it, but I could be wrong. It ended up looking like a penis. Is that, Marissa, is that the shirt? Did it end up looking like a penis?
I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Well, somebody posted a shirt, and just a quick glance, it's like, oh, yes. She's making a penis shirt. And then when I read the caption, I realized, oh no, that's not what we were doing.
Keep my mouth shut.
Well, you know, because lots of people do make those on purpose.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna scoot over just a smidge because we're getting off the view.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
All right, well, I'm going to do a scrunching this without using any kind of like cups or wiffle balls or anything like that.
All right.
We usually just try to keep in this. I'll kind of explain once I get my shirt in. Layer, as in I'm not just scrunching it up. So I'll lay it in here. And if it's a long sleeve, I try to keep my sleeves on the side. And so I'll set it in and lift up on it a little bit and get these tall and deep little gaps in it. But I try to keep my shirt in a single layer, just like so.
So when you say single layer, what you're referring to, you got the front of the shirt and the back of the shirt together, but you're trying not to have the tall, deep scrunches overlapping on each other.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I don't have 6 layers of shirt that I'm trying to go through. I try to keep it,
Yep.
tall and deep, pretty much just like it is,
Yep.
And you can also center your shirt. I did one just like this and centered my shirt. And so I had, like you like to say, you had symmetry on both sides of my shirt, mirror image. And it turned out pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, no, those do turn out really cool. They're kind of like a Rorschach test. I just did one with Citrus Got Real. I'd never used that color before, and it turned out had cool summery color splits. So, and
that Dharma or
yeah, it was a Dharma muck dye. So once it was gone forever. Oh yes, Teresa, that was your cat shirt. Now I totally remember. So Teresa was making a cat butthole shirt.
Oh yeah. I seen a guy that made those. I forgot his name.
Kai. So yes. Kai makes the butthole shirts, the cat butt shirts. And yes, Teresa, that's the shirt. Yep, that's the one I'm talking about. And I'm sorry, Teresa. I just it's cute. And once I looked again, yes, it looked like cat butt, but not at first glance.
All right. Let me show you here.
What, Kelly? Broke up a little bit.
I'll be a little behind, but I've got something to show you here. You should see it here in a minute. Jose Ortiz made Scott and I some shirts. We haven't had a chance to post them yet because we've had no sunlight. But it has to do with what we were just talking about.
Yes.
Oh, how cute.
So thank you, Jose. I love it. Sorry we haven't had a chance to post it yet. But we will soon.
That's cute.
But I saw the penis on the top too. That's so cute.
So I just have 2 areas that I just need to put something here and here.
You want a different color? Okay, what color you want?
Pick a color right here and here.
You tell me, throw whatever color you want, I'll grab it. You want purple? You want green? You want
shiitake?
No, not on
I'm
that.
just joking. I'm just joking.
No, because
I'm
those
just
colors
joking.
are too pretty.
No,
So
I know.
those are pretty dark.
Yeah.
Deep Space and Nightshade
So
are
give me-
pretty
yeah,
dark.
give me
And
a,
what color is this one? Oh, this is your blue.
Yeah.
You want to do a purple or do you want
Yeah,
to do another
let's do
blue?
purple.
A purple?
Yeah.
How about deep purple? It's
There we
so
go.
beautiful.
I love messing with Stephanie when it comes to that name.
Or you can do like an accent color like gold.
Oh.
Have you ever done that?
No.
You want to just go crazy and do
Yes.
an accent color? Oh, wait, there's only 2 left. Let's do purple.
Okay.
You want plum or deep purple?
Plum.
Okay. I love plum. Plum is my fave. Okay, so Scott is doing the dye over ice method again, which I love to do for the watercolor scrunches.
What colors do we want to use? We want to use splitting colors.
Moose. Moose is my favorite.
Moose is beautiful.
Moose?
I love moose.
Okay, well, we'll use moose then.
Well, yeah, moose is fun, but do you want to do more than one color, or do you just want to do a
Well,
one?
sure. Sure, I actually just did moose and Loden, and
Okay.
I had to take it out of. It was sitting in my in this over the sink strainer. I had to take it out and clean it up.
Different. I didn't know you just used it.
But I was.
Okay, well,
I
do
was using
something different. Pick
Okay.
people out there with the comments. Throw out a couple colors so he can choose.
Some splitting colors though. We want splitting colors.
Yeah. Well, most of them do. A lot of them don't. Like, a lot of the blues don't. But
yeah.
Okay. You want some soda ash?
Sprinkle a little soda ash for good measure.
Yeah. Okay. And what type of ice do you want to use? Do you want to use the big ice or do you want to use Frigidaire ice?
We'll use your
the nugget ice. Want to try that?
Yeah, I've never used the nugget ice because I want to see if when I use that nugget ice, I'm probably gonna turn around and buy what you told me to buy. You're like, you need this. I'm like,
okay, let's see. I'm not seeing any. Okay, I got somebody says mom jeans, raven, blue violet, imperial purple.
We have imperial purple.
We do have imperial. Where is that?
I just think like you're all here with me. Did you hear that? So mom jeans, raven, blue violet, imperial purple. We're getting those thrown out. I'm gonna grab Bridget some ice.
and as you see, I'm not using a whole lot.
So we literally have none of those colors.
Because the shirt was already soaked in soda ash, which is really good.
Hey, maybe we could use shiitake.
No, you can't use shiitake. Shiitake is not
Just kidding.
Stephanie's best friend.
Well, if they want shiitake, do shiitake.
Just kidding.
We're just kidding.
Do it, actually. Scott, do shiitake.
Put shiitake down, Mr. Scott.
All right, shiitake it is. I'm going to put my mask back on, all right?
I mean, because I have not had any luck with shiitake.
Okay.
It's terrible.
Oh, yes. I'm buying one.
Yeah, I thought you would.
I'm buying one. It's going to be ordered tonight on Amazon, correct?
Yep, the link is down below.
Yes, yes. People, you will not go wrong with this nugget ice maker. It's wonderful. It certainly beats me going back and forth to the grocery store.
It's powdery. I like it.
ordering one of these tonight. It'll be at my house.
Honestly, you need to get both. Ultimately.
Oh, I will.
Okay, so Scott is doing some shiitake.
Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love mine. I love it. So, you know, Scott, if your shirt turns out, I'm gonna have to give it another try because I just have no luck with shiitake. Every single thing I've made with shiitake turns out looking blech.
This is beautiful.
I used probably a tablespoon.
Yeah, beautiful.
Probably a tablespoon, I'd say.
All right.
Wow.
All right. So Brigette has filled up her silicone cake molds. Do you ever take your hand? Well, you don't. You haven't worked with this.
I haven't. Yeah.
So like, take your hand and kind of. I sort of just make sure like it's all the way in the nooks and crannies.
Got it. Got it.
So this is her first time using the nugget ice, and she's loving it.
Sold. I'm sold. I am sold.
Hey, for all of you out there, who has the Frigidaire nugget ice machine? I can't be the only one.
Oh, I'm getting one. My neighbor's going to say, "What did you order this time?"
Oh, I know. Amazon's at my door daily.
I know.
What does your doorstep say?
This house lives on coffee, wine, and Amazon Prime.
You're mad. Door mad. That's super cute. Pop it in there. All right. So
I tell you, that shiitake looks kind of rosy.
It does. When I look at everybody else's, it splits down into such beautiful shades of like pink and some yellows and some blues. When I make it, it turns brown. And I've had 3 jars of shiitake, so I used up 2 on that stupid jacket I made. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to take this off and set it off to the side so it can batch. Second on a minute here. You can spit it out onto the project. So I like to batch my projects for 48 hours at 70 degrees or higher. I'm going to step away and let Brigette tell you how she batches hers.
Since it's cold where I live as well, I do the same. Once the ice melts completely, I will put a lid on top of it, and I keep my house at 70, 72, and I sometimes turn on my fireplace to where it's still warm downstairs, and just keep the lid on it and just let it go. Take control, and then watch the magic happen. And if I feel that it hasn't really saturated, like Stephanie has said, I'll look at the back of it and then, maybe add some more dye from there. But after the 48 hours, you should get some good saturation, because I normally put a good half a tablespoon on each geode, just to make sure that it's all the way down.
And then Scott, how about you? Refresh us on your batching process.
I tell you, to be honest with you, when I do these tall, deep scrunches, I finish them in hot water.
Wow. So he does the hot water.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But that's only for tall, deep scrunches.
So that's just you.
Because when I was starting out, I had talked to you, Steph, about batching and using hot water and using the microwave. And this was doing some of these fan folds. All right. So with a fan fold, I don't want to finish it. With a fan fold, I have to be patient, because I notice a big difference if I finish it in hot water. It looks more watercolory and more. There's just a big difference in it. I guess I would have to do it sometime and do an experiment and show you, like, side by side, the difference, and you could really tell a big difference. It's more muted looking.
Yeah, we should do that one of these times.
Yeah, and
do a side by
so
side.
one time, yeah, so one time you mentioned to me you might be careful, just be careful doing that with some projects because um, it could push the dye in places where it wasn't going to go before.
Yeah.
And that made total sense to me, and I quit doing it ever since. But I will do it on a tall, deep scrunch just because I kind of want that watercolor look. And it's so scrunched up that it's not going to be able to, there's not really going to be that much of a flow to it anyway because it's scrunched up.
Right.
That's just how I kind of.
I have not done hot water irrigation on my watercolors. I would be afraid that it would change the watercolor pattern for, forcing the water through. So that's something, that is something we can do in another live feed because we're able to basically start and finish a shirt. Well,
Sure.
kind of, all in one. So I'm getting my shirt out now, Scott. We're going to do the reveal from last live video.
Okay.
And then the giveaway, and maybe answer a couple questions if we have them, and then wrap this one up. So I think, did you have fun?
I loved it. I mean, now it's like, okay, I gotta get home. Now it's like, okay, am I coming back here in 48 hours so I can wash it out? Now I'm like, okay, I can't wait till I see what it looks like now.
Yeah, I'll be at work, unfortunately. No. So let's see. Bonnie, the scoop came with the ice machine. So if you order the ice machine, you'll get a scoop. But you can find them on Amazon. You hear it dropping ice.
Yes.
So I asked, does anybody else have the Nugget ice machine? And let's see. Kathleen has a Nugget ice, but a different style. That's it. I'm the only one. So you have to get one now.
Yeah, I'm just like, wow.
Okay.
It fits and the ice doesn't go everywhere.
And
just
no, I love it. But having both is nice, and the fact that you make so many the way you do,
you don't have to drive over to Costco.
You don't have to go
say, I need 22 pounds of ice. I need 5 bags. And
also, when you go to Costco, you don't get out with just 2 bags of ice, right? I buy
7 or 8.
Well, but then also, do you get like $200 worth of other stuff you don't really need?
Yeah, sometimes.
I mean, I can't. I go in for one thing and end up with a cart full of stuff I don't need.
Oh, I'm jealous. Is that one for me, Scott?
Isn't that pretty?
Oh, I love that one.
It could be.
That was gorgeous.
So, for those of you that tuned in, I'm trying to get this to where you can see the whole shirt without the light in the way. I might not be able to do it. There's a delay. Oh, there we go. Kinda.
Bring it down some for you.
Let's see. Well, it's slow. Yeah, I mean, so this is so my shirt is Spicy Plum from Pro Chemical and Dye. So it's got the burgundy with the green splits, single color ice dye, and I love this color. Scott said, "Oh, I bet it's going to be your new favorite color," and I can say that indeed, this is so pretty. So my takeaway from doing this project would be that I need to tie my sinew tighter to have more definition in my flows. And for those of you that tuned in the next morning, I talked about my saturation being an issue, but since this was my first time using the color, I wanted to give it a chance to see. My instinct told me that I needed to add more ice and push more dye through for better saturation, but I left it alone because I needed to learn. And my suspicions were correct. So I do have some undersaturated areas here, which is fine. It's still a gorgeous shirt, but I would have liked to have seen a little more color. So I'm very pleased with it. Love it, love it, love it. And this is a size medium. And then Scott, how about you? Are you there, Scott?
I like my. Yeah. Okay. I love your shirt.
Thank you. I love yours.
I absolutely love your spots. Okay, you see where right up around the sternum of your shirt, you have like a blackish yeah, where you were saying it almost looks like a spider fang type thing.
Oh, right here. Yeah. Right here. That little guy in the center. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the white triangles that you have going around just below those two the two valleys below it, where you have like a white little triangle inside each of the rose or the plum.
Like down
It
at the
really
or
looks like
towards the
it
bottom
really
of the
looks
shirt.
no, just below that where your hand was just at. Yeah, yeah. See those white where it looks wavy?
Right across the middle.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
right
shirt is
across the
beautiful. I love
oh,
that.
I love
Shirt.
it.
The best.
It looks really wavy, and I really like it. Um, there's a couple things that I could have done better myself. Yes, right there, right where your hand's at.
Darn the
But
delay. The
yeah,
delay is
that's right.
such a
That's right.
pain.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. But you when we went live the next day, when we went live the next day, you said something about the underneath my shirt. It had a kind of a whitish spot on it where I didn't get really good saturation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Before,
And
yeah. Right.
right,
Like
and you can
like when
see
we
it.
were
But
demonstrating or showing the backside of it. Right.
yes, right. And I said I'm just going to leave mine alone. That way we can kind of talk about it. So now you can see where that light spot was at, which is just right next to the armpit.
Okay.
So now I know that I need to go a little heavier handed on the nub part or the center of the fold.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to go a little heavier handed on the center part and maybe go a little less towards the end of the shirt.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So
that's what
the,
I learned
the part
from
that was at the top of the gutter. Yeah.
yeah,
I love it. I think it's beautiful. I mean, your shirt
thank
is
you.
absolutely gorgeous. I love your pleats. And you see how my pleats are just long. Like I have long lengths just with like no interruption. And I am pretty sure it's because I did not pull my sinew as tight as Scott pulls his. So next time I'm going to pull it tighter. I was trying to avoid having white lines, but I avoided it so much that it really didn't resist the dye enough, which caused just one long flow. Whereas Scott's, you can see more definition, and I like that look. I love both shirts. I mean, there's
I do too.
absolutely nothing wrong with mine. I just know what I
No.
would do differently next time to create a little more interest, like each sinew line on yours creates like a little, like almost like an arrowhead.
Uh-huh.
This looks like a 3D.
Yeah, but it glows.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was like, wow.
yeah, that strawberries, guys. Got to get that ordered.
Is that through?
Happy Cat tie dye. So you're going to find the color that Scott used, Happy Cat tie dye, Amanda Angel. She has a website, Happy Cat tie dye. She's also on Facebook. I don't know if she's a member of the group necessarily, but you can find her on Facebook. Make sure you follow her page. We've got to support each other as dyers. And then Pro Chemical and Dye Spicy Plum is my shirt. So what we're gonna let's show the back. So the back of the shirt is what laid down inside the gutter. So the back of the shirt was down, and the dye was placed on the front of the shirt. Now, do you guys understand how pleats work? Each pleat has a top and a bottom. So there's the top of the pleat, which has the definition of the spicy plum color, and the green is down at the bottom of the pleat. So that's like the channel. Top of the pleat has a spicy plum, down in the gutter is the green, and so on. So each pleat has a top and a bottom. And it took me probably a year for my brain to understand that. But once you start understanding these things, it makes it a lot easier to understand your dye placement and helps you understand, kind of like what to expect. So that's the back of my shirt. And the back of Scott's, absolutely beautiful. So the demonstration for Scott's would be the top of the pleats are the purple, and like the glowing color, like the glowing blue that's really giving this 3D effect, that's in the bottom of the pleat on Scott's shirt. So, all right. So without further ado, I think we should do the raffle here. And let's see who the lucky winner is. So, all right. All right. So let's see here. No, I need to. Well, I don't need to record it because we're doing it live. So, ready? Here we go. So, Z Hoffritz is the first winner. And the second winner is Alex Cunningham. Woohoo! So, congratulations.
I know Alex. He's my buddy.
Awesome. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick one more name. Should I pick two more names? In case Alex and Z don't contact us, who would the next, like the runners up be? I'm just going to do that just in case if we're not able to get a hold. So in the event that winner number 1 and winner number 2 do not contact us, these are going to be the runners up. So Fuzzy Face Plate Pace. God, I can't talk. You say it.
Fuzzy Face Place Leah.
Woohoo! Thank you, Bridget. My
Fuzzy
goodness.
Face Leah.
And the other runner-up, just in case, is Dave Adams. All right, so let's finish this up. So Z Hoffritz and Alex Cunningham, you need to get a hold of me or Scott or both. The first place winner gets to choose between the medium. What size did you make, Scott?
I made a large.
Okay, so first choice, medium or large, and it is not going to hurt my feelings one bit if you choose Scott's shirt, and I promise you, it's not going to hurt my feelings at all. They're both
Choose
beautiful
the one
shirts.
on the left. Take the one on the left.
So, Z Hoffritz, Alex Cunningham, get a hold of us. I'm going to let it go for a couple of days. I know that people have,
coming back and
aren't watching today necessarily. After a couple of days, if I don't hear from you guys, we're going to go to the runners up. It's only fair. We're not going to hold these forever. So congratulations, you guys. So does anybody have any questions before we wrap up? How do I go back? Technology. Any questions about anything that we did today before we wrap it up and let Bridget get on home? Let's see. I wish I could make so hi, Steve says, I wish I could make precision folds like Scott does so easily. Well, I'll tell you what, we all wish we could do that, right? It just takes practice. Perfect practice makes perfect, right? And then let's see. Yeah, smell-o-vision. I know, I'm hilarious. Well, it doesn't look like we have any questions. Is there anything, Scott, that you feel like you want to wrap up with before we? Why don't you say how people can find you and where they can get your dyes?
They can find me on Rad Dyes Facebook, Belladonna Tie-Dye Community Group, my personal page on Facebook, Instagram, Rad Dyes WV, or Rad Dyes West Virginia, but Rad Dyes WV. That's about it, really.
All right. So you heard it. Scott changed his name too, by the way. I want to point that out. So we have 2 Scott Walkers that tie-dye that are in our group. So this Scott Walker is now, say it, Scott. Scott Rad
Dyes Walker.
Yeah. Okay, so you'll know that you're talking authentically to this Scott Walker because it's going to say Scott Rad Dyes Walker. Not that there's anything wrong with the other Scott Walker. It's just having two of them, I was having a hard time keeping track. So just so you know who you're talking to, and the other Scott Walker is Scott Walker, and he also is an amazing tie-dye artist, and go ahead and check out his work as well. Now, Bridget, how are people going to find you, and where can they get your dyes?
Under Belladonna Dyes or Bridget Booker on my Facebook, or Bardot's Dyes, which is on Instagram, and that's BARDOTSDYES, Bardot's Dyes. You can give me a shout out. Go ahead and just, like I said, contact me on Facebook or through Instagram, or if you really need to get in contact with me, trust me, Stephanie will hunt me down. Okay, she knows. She's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm here." So, you guys, I can be found.
Yep. So Bridget Booker, you can find her in our group. You also sell out of a shop, don't you?
Yes, and right now, I guess they sent me a text message. They want me to hold the date for February 11th. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing.
Okay.
So when I get home next week, I'm going to get in contact with her name. Her name is Shauna, and she's probably going to ask me to do some stuff. So I do have a lot of buffalo hoodies that are ready to be dyed as soon as I get home. So
awesome.
I can't wait. I mean,
I have some too.
It's in my blood. It's in my blood.
If Kelly doesn't beat you there first.
Yeah.
I've got some that I need to tie up as well. So maybe we can do another live video and we can practice on some of those. I know Kelly loves to do the buffalo hoodies.
I need to
as
learn
well,
from her on how she ties those up.
So is Kelly still there with us?
Yeah, I'm out of buffalo hoodies. I can't order anymore.
That's right. That's right. You did say that. Well, when some more now that you
left, but they're all reverse. They're all black. So.
Well, we could do that one of these days too. But now that you've broke the ice, I hope you think about it and you will dye with me. See, it's not so bad, is it?
It wasn't as bad. I got thrown in there and, broke the ice a bit, so.
Sometimes you just got to dive in and do it, right? Right.
Scott was floundering. He needed my help.
Well,
I love it.
Sometimes it takes a village, Yep. So, right. Dragonfly says, please show your faces before you finish. Unfortunately, I am not set up camera-wise for that type of an angle. So, maybe sometime down the road when I figure out, this is only our second live video, so I still have some technical stuff I've got to learn. But if you want to know what I look like, or Bridget or Scott, if you go to our Facebook, we are, we're featured on our Facebook pages. So, you can find out what we look like. I look exactly like I sound. Okay.
So cute. Yeah. She's awesome. Awesome.
There he goes.
Hey.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up now. Oh wait, now Scott. I'm thinking in the morning. I'm probably gonna have to flip that geode. Maybe before I head out in the morning. So we can talk about it. But you guys, we may be flipping the shirts in the morning like we did last time. So, stay tuned for that. And if we do and you miss it, it'll be in a live video. So, all right, guys. So I'm going to say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Bye, everybody. It's just bye.
That was awesome. Thank you. I had so much fun. Thanks, everybody.
Hey, thanks, Steph. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Scott. Thank you, Kelly.
Bye, Kelly.
Thank you, Bridget. So much
Bye,
fun.
Bridge.
Take care, Brother Scott.
Okay, call me, all right?
All right. We'll talk soon. Bye.
Okay. Bye.